What is up, guys? It's Christian Lopez here, and hopefully you can see me in the camera. It looks like I'm pretty dark, like shadowy, but oh, hello, there we go. But today we are going to be installing an aftermarket steering wheel as long as a quick release and a short hub. So I'm going to be using a D&D Performance quick release, a D&D steering wheel, and a NRG short hub that I'll be throwing on there. So yeah, here's the car. It's been sitting, doing nothing, looking all sad. I am trying to find heads for it right now because the heads on the motor that I was going to be running are actually damaged. So if anyone knows where to get a VQ35DE rev up used heads that are in good condition, let me know please, because that would be really good to know so I can get this car running. The bottom end's already built. I just got to throw the heads on and then the timing, and they're ready to go. So I'm just having a problem finding heads for that. But yeah, let's get started. So normally when I get in this car, obviously I move the harnesses out of the way a little bit so I can get in, and then I get in the car, as you can see, pull myself forward into the proper area that I need to be. Then I put the steering wheel all the way down because I have to lift it all the way up to get in. So I put it all the way back down, and then I install my harnesses like this, tighten them down, and then, oh, here's the thing. When you tighten this down, you gotta make sure that your door isn't all the way open, because if it is, you can't actually close the door. Like you literally can't. I can kind of reach it right there, so I can kind of reach it right here, but sometimes I'll get in the vehicle and be like, oh crap, and I can't reach the door, so I actually have to loosen these so I can then close the door, then retighten them back down, and then drive. When I get out of the vehicle, I loosen these, undo the latches like this, and then I can't just get out of the car because of the steering wheel, so I lift this up, and then it's easier to get out a little bit, but I still normally have to put the seat all the way back, and then I can get out of the vehicle. So as you can see, it actually takes a few steps for me to get in and out of this vehicle. So now, instead of having to move my seat all the way back and lift the steering wheel all the way up, hopefully with the quick release steering wheel, I should be able just to pull that wheel off and jump right out of the vehicle. I'm hoping that's how that's gonna go. So as you can see, you're gonna be right here in the passenger seat looking down on me. Here's a stock steering wheel. We're gonna basically wanna get this thing centered if you can. It's just gonna make the install a little bit easier. So about right there. Hey guys, so in this clip right here, I removed these side pieces next to the airbag, but you don't need to remove them. I just used it for more space. They just pop off clips. The next step we're going to be doing is removing the actual airbag right here. Now to do that, there's going to be two little circle tabs on the side of the steering wheel. One's going to be right here, and the other's going to be on the exact opposite side. I'm going to be just using a small screwdriver to pull that out. There we go. And pull that out. Just like that. As you can see, here's the tab right here. Just a small little black tab that pops right out. So now that we have removed the tabs from each side right here, it's actually going to be a 10mm bolt that we are going to be removing, and I have my 10mm socket right here. So I'm going to be attaching that to my 3/8 ratchet and removing. So I'm going to loosen those up on each side right here, just like so, and then I'm going to be loosening these up and remove the bolts. Here's one right there, and here's the other bolt. So we just removed the two bolts from each tab, so now we should be able to carefully remove this airbag, just like that. Okay, this is a two-stage airbag, as you can see right here. So to remove these two wires, I'm actually going to zoom in for you guys so you can see. Alright, so we're going to hit this black piece right here. And just pop that up. That's literally all it is. Just pop that little black piece up. Like so. And then get it on the other side and pop it up. And just like that, it pops out. Same as this one, you're just gonna pop this up. like so, and then it should pull right out. And just like that, the airbag is off of the wheel. Boom. You still want to be careful with this because this is still a explosive airbag. So be careful where you place it and what it comes in contact with. So now that that is removed, the next step is actually going to be removing the steering wheel. With certain installs, the quick releases and the short hubs will actually have a place where you can wire these with resistors and connect the horn somewhere else and all of that. I'm not doing any of that. Basically, I am just throwing the wheel on and not worrying about the wiring. So our next step is going to be actually removing the 19mm nut that is holding this wheel on. So I'm going to be grabbing the socket, which is right here for that, placing it on there, and then I'm going to be using my Milwaukee right here to actually hopefully just buzz it off. I'm not exactly sure how much torque down this really is, but we'll find out whether my Milwaukee can buzz it off. I'm going to hold the wheel. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Alright. That was not on there tight at all. So we just removed the nut for the wheel, as you can see. Now on this wheel, I'm going to remove you real quick so I can show you. Let it focus in. There is a mark, all right? There's a mark on the original wheel right there, as well as right there. So you know where your center line is going to be located. It's right there. That's where it's going to be straight up and down. So now that we have that nut removed, we can actually remove the steering wheel. So now that the nut has been removed from the steering wheel, we should be able to just pull back. Oh, actually, I made a mistake. So, my bad. Before we actually remove this wheel, I'm going to be undoing the connector right here. Just like so. And then moving these wires back so we can actually pull the steering wheel off. Alright, pull that through. And there we go. So this is the OEM steering wheel. Removed just like that. Pretty simple. Drop that down right now. And as you can see, here's the wiring. And this is going to be the little loom for the wheel. Woo! Alright guys, so in case your wheel looks different right now because I just removed the stock steering wheel, the reason why yours looks different than mine is that I actually removed this piece right here. I have no use for it. I don't need it based on the fact that I'm not going to be putting resistors in here. I'm not going to be reusing the horn, reusing the cruise control, reusing anything. So I just removed this and cut the wiring because I'm going to go back through the bottom loom right here and take the wiring and set it up over here. So right now we're actually just going to be reconnecting the short hub. So to do that, I'm going to grab your short hub right here. I'm using my NRG short hub that I was supplied by D&D Performance. And there is going to be a small dot. Alright, just right there, there's that dot. That is where you're going to want to line up with the small indication mark that is on right here. So, make sure it's on the proper spline here. Yeah, alright. There. Alright, so that is going to be on the proper spline right there. That's mated. So the next step that I'm going to be doing is reinstalling the nut right here, that 19mm. Just like that, reinstall it. That's going to be tight, definitely not coming off. And just in case you want to, make sure it's not coming off, you can. Make sure that it is tight. Yeah, it's tight. Okay, we're good for that. So now that we have the dot lined up right here with the spline itself, we're going to be installing the quick release, which I have right here. I'm using the D&T Performance spline quick release. As you can see, most quick releases you're going to pull to remove the steering wheel. On this one, you actually push back to remove it. So what we're going to be doing right now is installing it the proper way. Right here with the spline, there's only going to be one way to install it. And that is going to be like that. As you can see, it lines up. So we are going to make sure we install it the proper way, which is going to be just like that. So I'm going to be connecting the hardware, and then once I connect the hardware, I'm going to go in a star pattern. If you don't know what star pattern is, or it's, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically it's going diagonal from each other to make sure that you get a pretty equal bite all around when you're torquing it down. So now that the spline is actually on, I'm gonna throw this quick release on real quick. There we go, just like that, it's on. So the next step is to actually attach the steering wheel to the quick release. Next step is going to be installing the steering wheel to the quick release. So to do that, we have the hardware that has been given to us. So I'm gonna throw this on right here, and then connect the nut behind it, like so. So you saw how difficult it was for me to get out of the vehicle beforehand with the stock steering wheel. So now to get out of the vehicle, that's all it is. And then you get back in the vehicle, and instead of having to get in the vehicle, like so, adjust the seat and adjust the wheel, I just get in and pop the steering wheel in and I'm done. It's that simple. So it allows me to get in and out of my car much faster, much quicker, much easier, and it's also going to, it has a better feel. I really enjoy the feel. Very, very light play, if any at all. But yeah. Enjoying the setup. Definitely gotta test it out once I get my car running, because right now, you know, as you can see, there's still no motor in my vehicle, and if you look down right here, still no transmission, and there's my headlight. But I will possibly be making another video in the future on putting the horn right here, as well as putting cruise control down here and everything, because there used to be a radio here, but I deleted that. Yeah, so thank you for watching. The install is done. As you can see, I'm gonna put the wheel on the, there we go. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, you can check out my Patreon account. It's in the description down below. I'm gonna try to get more vehicles on the channel to do some installations, some ride-alongs, stuff like that, just because right now my engine rebuild is stopped until I can find parts for it. So instead of just stopping with making videos, I'm still gonna try to upload as much as I possibly can. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and I really appreciate the support. Have a good day.